Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today's upload is going to be short. I have limited time, but I do want to give an update on this potential for a historic winter storm that's going to be occurring in the south. This snowstorm is definitely going to be packing a punch, potentially leading up to over 2 feet of snow in some areas that typically don't even see that much snow over the whole over the whole span of the season. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on. If you'd like to support this channel, if you like my videos, if you're new to this channel in any sort of way, support this channel. Click on the subscribe button. Helps me keep me on the road and helps support this channel. So it's a great way. Thank you for doing that. We're now looking at the GFS 6-hour average precipitation rate. There's not much going on in the country. We are seeing a high pressure, a little tiny cold front maybe developing. So across the morning time frame, I should rather say, across central Indiana, southern Illinois, around those areas, that region should be seeing some light snow showers. But the real system is right out here, still not having made landfall on any sort of land at all, either Mexico or United States or the Baja Peninsula, nothing. It will make landfall potentially southern California or the extreme northern parts of northern Mexico. Either way, the models, once it does make landfall, should have a better handle. Sorry about that. Should have a better handle on the system. That's just how the models are encoded. Once the system is on land, it gets closer and closer. It gets better and better, and the models are less not accurate. So we going through in time, kind of swings around, starts developing here. We get kind of makes its way across the northern Mexico mountains, slithers his way into the Gulf of Mexico, and here it just takes opportunity of all the moisture that's here. You can see those reds. That's not even rain. That's just severe weather. We could have some tornadoes, possibly severe thunderstorms, definitely a possibility. And on the cold side, we have two high pressures that are dominating and bringing in cooler air to the United States. This is Saturday, December 8th. We are looking at some freezing rain, some sleet at the beginning, but the GFS, like mentioned on yesterday's video, does not show a lot of snow for the panhandle of Texas, the panhandle of Oklahoma, southern Arkansas, northeastern New Mexico, and southeastern Colorado. Not much at all snow. It's mainly focusing on these mountains right here with that heavy snowfall. And again, like I explained yesterday, these high pressures are just spinning clockwise, and the wind around them is cold, and they bring it down into this area, kind of like a funnel, like a channel. And the cold air stays there, while maybe you could see areas north of that into central Kentucky could be seeing rain. South of that into even northern South Carolina can be seeing some snow due to that little funnel. And this is only how far the new model run goes out to. Let's go to total snowfall accumulations. Fairly significant amounts. Again, not much for the panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma, southeastern Colorado, northeastern New Mexico. I will show you the European model in just a bit. It's showing much more. So let's first go to the south central United States. We're looking at northern Arkansas, seeing quite a bit, and that's what the European model is also agreeing with. Sorry about my slurping and my sniffing. I have a little bit of a cold. Southern Missouri also potentially getting in on this, and the European model has been going back and forth with this. Some models have been bringing this farther to the north, so areas like southern Indiana and more of Kentucky could be, more of northern Kentucky could be impacted. Other models have been bringing it further to the south, so it's interesting to see what happens. Southeastern United States, we are looking at, again, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina being fairly heavily impacted. It used to seem that Georgia would be more impacted with the previous model runs. At this point, it has shifted a little bit further to the north, but not by much. Still, major cities, major snowfall totals that will be impacting those major cities that usually don't see much snow at all throughout the season. So this definitely could be a record breaker. Let's quickly go to the NAM 12 km snowfall totals. It does not have the storm yet evolved into the southeastern part of the United States. What I mean by that is the storm is not showing it. It only goes out to 84 hours, so it doesn't encompass the whole system. But as you could see by the other in the corner of that, let's go back to the south central United States. They are showing one heck of a storm for the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle, maybe a little bit of southeastern Colorado and northeastern New Mexico. But Oklahoma looks to be getting hammered by this. Arkansas also getting quite a good dose of this. So this could definitely be a one heck of a storm for these areas. But what I tend to notice with the NAM is it's not typically, it has a cold bias. It's not usually the 100%. It's not usually the best model that the National Weather Service uses. So I wouldn't be too confident on the snowfall totals, but I would say that the NAM has a better handle of placement on this than the GFS. Let's quickly go to windy.com, which shows me the European model. And again, it has way more snow in these areas of the woods in this part of the country than the GFS, the Panhandle area, 7, 8, almost a foot of snow in some areas. And then again, look at this. The European model has it slightly further to the north, affecting areas like northern Kentucky. Louisville is on the border with this. Evansville, Indiana. St. Louis, maybe if this shifts a little bit further to the north, can get impacted by this. If we look at Springfield, sorry about that. If we look at Springfield, Missouri, we're looking also at a tight gradient. This could be meaning this could be 7, 8 inches of snow versus nothing a little bit further to the north. But the GFS and the European model are fairly confident, and most models are about this area right here. It's fairly significant, 35 inches potentially. Again, it hasn't really decreased in snowfall totals since the past couple of days, so this is a little bit concerning, but it's definitely plausible at this point when most of the models are showing this much snow. Central Kentucky snowfall totals around a foot if this holds through, and this is actually from a different storm system as far as I'm concerned. Let's just go by the European model, precip type, day by day into this. So we're looking right now at Wednesday. This is 4 p.m. when I'm recording this Central Time. And let's quickly go to 10 a.m. Thursday. Again, we could see a little bit of that wet snow developing across these areas in the morning time. Then Thursday, we see that storm starting to make landfall, putting up quite a bit of rain and precip into the cold air, which will then turn into snow. Let's just skip ahead to this is Saturday, 5 p.m. We are seeing quite a big storm here in the Oklahoma area, southeastern Kansas, northern Arkansas. This again evolves into a pretty potentially massive historic storm into the southeastern, Georgia, North Carolina area. And then, as I was saying, this storm, the second, that one path that I was showing you over there, that's a different storm, and that is occurring somewhere around the Friday time frame of next week, which we'll need to see what happens with that. That's just so far out. We're not even going to talk about that. Quickly go to the National Weather Service. They don't have anything posted for these areas, but they do have winter storm watches for the central Oklahoma, eastern Oklahoma, western Oklahoma, and for Texas Panhandle. Let's just quickly go to their. This is their Friday outlook. They're showing some chance of freezing rain, some snow. And again, this is what they're showing with the snowfall accumulation. 6 to 8 inches, definitely plausible. This will still change for sure, guys. So don't just look at this and be like, oh, dang it, I live in Oklahoma City. I'm only going to see 2 to 4. You could definitely still be in that 6 to 8 range within the next couple of days, whether the storm moves or not. So hopefully you enjoyed. This was just a quick little update. I would have gotten more into detail, but unfortunately I can't. I gotta go to the dentist, so I don't have much time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new, and I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.